Production support for the weekly special is provided by IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. The Al Cobain Recognition Endowment Fund, established by friends and family of Al Cobain to support jazz initiatives on WTIU and WFIU. And WTIU members, thank you. There are so many fabulous small towns across Indiana. Celebrate their unique stories and discover their unexpected treasures. Travel to Jeffersonville, Indiana, where tasty treats have been served for 125 years. Learn the history of the U.S. Railroad at Taltree Arboretum's elaborate railway garden in Valparaiso, Indiana. Explore the spirit of Johnson County, including the incredible Marc School of Woodworking in Franklin. And welcome the hard-hitting sounds of Seymour, Indiana's homegrown musicians, these fine gentlemen. From food to art, stay tuned for the stories off the beaten path, right here on the Weekly Special. Welcome to the Weekly Special. I'm Erica Sagone. So often, the most incredible stories are just off the beaten path, tucked away in the tiny towns of Indiana. From quaint shops to rich family traditions, nothing matches that small town charm. Which is where we begin, at one of the oldest family-owned candy businesses in the country. And this year, they are celebrating 125 years.
It was in 1891 that my husband's great-grandfather decided to start Schimpff's in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and here we've been at the same site all those years.
As an older teenager, I wanted to know how candy was made, so I'd come down here. That was some of the first connections I had to seeing the family make candy.
Warren and I had fallen in love with candy long before it was a necessity to keep the business going, so it was just a natural for us to think about when we retired, continuing the business here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Schimpff's is kind of famous for its specialty candies. The most famous is the Cinnamon Red Hots. We've been making those since 1891. They're made on a drop roll machine that's turn of the century machinery.
I love the antique equipment that the family had, so I looked out, started making a collection of antique equipment, and of course, if you have the equipment, you want to use it and do something with it, so we made it a working collection.
You see that stove that we're using today? That's more than 85 years old. Now, Warren, we know we are making Cinnamon Red Hots. Just what exactly is boiling in that kettle?
We have sugar.
Sugar.
Corn syrup.
Corn syrup.
Water.
Water.
And red coloring.
Red coloring. It is ready for the cinnamon oil. Look at that. A nice little circle of cinnamon oil. Two things that Warren's doing at this point. Obviously, he's mixing that cinnamon flavoring in. When the flavoring is mixed in by hand like this, each piece is just a little bit different. Now, the machine that you see turning here, this is called a drop roll machine. It's called a drop roll machine because it makes hard candy drops, whether they're cinnamon drops, licorice drops, lemon drops, whatever. But I'm sure you very observant people have noticed our back wall here, and you've seen that we are not limited to squares. We already had a wonderful collection of antique memorabilia that was the beginning, the seed of our candy museum.
The rest is history. We've got 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 pieces in the collection here. What I say we have here is the history of the U.S. candy industry as told by its packaging and advertising. And here we were in industry that I had some way of helping document the history of the industry itself. I just thought it was a personal request to have fun doing it and collecting these items and seeing how it all fits together.
This is where people can look and say, this is how something is done. It's been done this way for 120 years by the same family. I think people continue to come because they're looking for something real. This was the Schimpff family profession. People said Schimpff, they said candy in Jeffersonville.
We bought this to keep the family history alive. It's a sweet business, I say.
Help celebrate their 125th anniversary. Visit their website, schimpfs.com, for hours and directions to the store or to order their homemade candy online. Well, from embracing history to teaching history, Valparaiso's Taltree Arboretum's Railway Garden and Depot takes visitors on a journey through the 19th century as railroad expansion helped shape the country. After 6 years of planning and 2 years of construction, Taltree's award-winning Railway Garden opened in June of 2011, making it the largest and most intensively developed garden at the park. The acre-large display features 30 handcrafted bridges, 6 water features, and 9 unique scenes, all built in tribute to the steam locomotive era of American railroad history, a time from the 1860s until the 1920s.
We continually want to improve this display and keep it going and make it interesting for people to keep on coming back and enjoying it. All our scenes were taken from historical references. A lot of research was done developing this, and we wanted to make everything as historically accurate as possible. So not only do you enjoy the scenery, and you can really understand the historical significance of the railroad in this country. What we have in the Railway Garden is the largest display in the Midwest, one of the largest in the country, and we have 3,000 feet of track. We run any place from 7 to 10 locomotives at a time out there on 7 separate loops and 3 back and forth loops.
A broad range of landscape ecosystems are represented in the garden, from bogs and prairies to alpine meadows and rocky banks, featuring many plants that can only be seen at the railway's small-scale habitat, including dwarf conifers and bonsai plants.
The first vignette we have is the building of the Transcontinental Railroad, and then the second vignette deals with the Civil War, and then it goes on to Abraham Lincoln and then the development of the country. We pay special attention to the quarry of Bedford, Indiana around 1910 and how historically significant that was for this country. How many 35 state capitals were built by Indiana limestone, and that was mostly dug out from Bedford, Indiana. And so we have a large display that shows it, how the trains actually ran from the quarry through the town. Then the other vignettes deal with the coal mines and the lumbers, which was a big part of our history.
10 trains run at a time, with many others, all G-gauge steam engine locomotives, waiting their turn in the basement train yard. A complex electronic system powers each unit, remotely switching loops, triggering bells, and monitoring speeds. Over 20 volunteers, from electricians to computer specialists, keep the trains chugging along, rotating the locomotives on the loop every 4 hours to prevent them from overheating in the hot Indiana summer sun.
I think a lot of parents and the fathers bring their kids as an excuse because they want to enjoy it and they want to really understand it. It's a display that kids from 3 years old enjoy all the way up to 85 years old. It's a display that everybody enjoys.
Taltree Arboretum's annual Glow Fest is coming up this month. Enjoy art, food, and glow activities for the whole family. Visit taltree.org to learn more. And as always, you can watch our previous stories on the Taltree Arboretum and Gardens by visiting our website, weeklyspecial.org. And would you believe that one of the most renowned woodworking schools in the world is right here in Indiana? The Marc School of Woodworking draws thousands of visitors each year to the small town of Franklin.
When I was 6 years old, my dad bought for me one Christmas a little Mattel Shopsmith thing. It was a tool all-in-one for kids. He was a passionate woodworker. And when he died, it left me with all of his woodworking equipment that he had. So for sentimental reasons, I decided to keep it. And as I started to play on that equipment, that passion that he had started to burn in me. So all of a sudden, all of my dreams went away. And I started to focus now on just woodworking.
That love grew into a successful business for Marc. By 1989, he was the U.S. technical consultant on the International Quality of Furniture Standards, lecturing all over the world on woodworking technology.
I realized that we just don't do enough here to educate woodworkers on woodworking. You see, to be a plumber, you have to be licensed. To be a mechanic, you have to be licensed. To be an electrician, you have to be licensed. But there's no licensing for woodworkers. So we're an uncertifiable trade. So as a guy who runs a business, it was important to me that we understand how to train and certify our own craft. And while I was on the road lecturing, I decided, hey, I'll come back and start a school. And I did that. 20 years ago this year, I did 16 classes, took 10 people, had 160 people here, and it just kind of went out of control from there.
Today, the school is the largest of its kind. Nearly 3,000 students from all over the world flock to Franklin each year to attend over 150 unique workshops.
We can get this all done tonight, and first thing in the morning we'll start cutting the joints. So let's head on over here. Grab your stuff. It's the inch. It's the
What I wanted to do when I started the school was I wanted to do something that wasn't long term. So I founded the school on week-long workshops, spend time with the absolute best instructors on the planet, and go home with what they need to fulfill their desires in this craft. Everybody that works here is in the craft and in the trade. They're here year in, year out. And as people come back over and over again, we've got about a 92% return rate. You come here once, you're going to come back. And that's what makes it so inviting and so exciting for everybody. Even though we're a school, we do change people's lives.
Such is the case for many of those who have obtained a master's certificate. While most attendees are hobbyists, some are seeking a career in the field.
I've always wanted to be a professional woodworker, and I was doing it on my own, but I wasn't progressing as fast as I wanted to. And I knew I needed some instruction if I really wanted to get to the level I wanted to be at without spending my life trying to learn it on my own. In 2009, I signed up for 4 classes, and I came here and I took them, and I was just blown away with how much I learned in those 4 weeks.
In 2012, Richard received an internship from the school. Through the years, the school's foundation has awarded over $100,000 in scholarships. For Richard, it provided the opportunity to change professions after years away from his family working construction.
The foundation has given me so much, and the school, I wanted to give directly back to them in hopes that, you know, I built this table in hopes that they can sell it and maybe they can help somebody else. Because I know how much it's changed my life. If I can be a part of changing somebody else's life.
And Marc is confident the profession will continue to attract new woodworkers for years to come.
I think that just the craft itself is one of those things that'll never die out because of the resources and because of the interest. People are shocked to know that we have this school right here in central Indiana. And Indiana is one of the largest producer of wood and wood products in all of America. So it's just kind of fitting that we're right here in Indiana, and that's kind of a fun thing to see. I think if you really enjoy what you're doing, you'll want to work every day in your life. And that's the way it is for me. It's just an incredible place.
It's not too late to participate this season. Learn about upcoming classes and weekend wood workshops at marcadams.com. The Marc Adams School of Woodworking is just one of the many extraordinary destinations in Johnson County, Indiana. And WTIU has spent the last year exploring each story to share with you in our new upcoming documentary, The Spirit of Johnson County.
Johnson County is such a warm, friendly environment.
There's so many towns that are trying to build what we already have. Really sets it apart from other places.
Franklin is the only institution of higher education in Johnson County. It's educated thousands of people who've gone on and made great contributions to Johnson County, to Indiana, to the country, and to the world.
Johnson County has the second largest county fair in the state of Indiana, and it is big, and people from all over come to our fair.
Camp Atterbury in 1943 was Indiana's 15th largest city. 1,700 buildings were constructed in 7 months by all these civilians.
We are maybe generations separated, but we all are connected.
There are so many different groups that are focused on growing Johnson County, bringing people here, and highlighting what makes Johnson County run, and it's pretty awesome.
Spend some time in charming, history-rich Johnson County. Tune in on Monday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. for the Spirit of Johnson County premiere. Well, our next musical guests may be from the small town of Seymour, but they pack a big city punch. Meet these fine gentlemen.
I started playing music, I think it was like 7th grade. I had a bunch of friends that played guitar and drums, and I kind of felt like the odd man out, so I started taking guitar lessons and just kind of took off from there.
So the way we formed these fine gentlemen, we knew Zach Thompson, I knew Mason, and then AJ, our guitar player, he kind of jumped on board, and he came up to us one day and he's like, yeah, I play guitars. He comes by one night and he plays with us, and he was awesome, so we picked him up and we all started jamming acoustic.
It just kind of all took off. We started playing one day, we all got together, and I mean, everything clicked, you know. It was like we were all meant to play together, you know? So yeah, it just really happened kind of naturally.
I don't know, it was just cool having people that all we took cues off of each other and everything. We didn't really have to state what was going on, rather than just picked up. I had to say what genre we are. We would have to be alternative rock. We started out trying to go kind of a poppier mainstream route, and you can see it kind of change as you watch. And right now what we're writing is more rock, and it's not too heavy.
I would say our guitar players are two completely different guitar players. AJ, he's got more of a blues rock background, and then Corey, you know, he used to listen to a lot of metal and heavier stuff. So that really shows in our music. A lot of it kind of blends together. Yeah, I would say for the most part alternative rock. You can it's definitely got some of a blues rock in it. There's a venue in our hometown called Harmony Park. It's just basically a venue for the community, all ages, you know, anybody can come. You know, when we booked it, we were not expecting much. You know, we had some of our friends' bands that were playing with us on that show. By the time the second band started, there was at least 250 people there. And it was awesome just to see so many people in our hometown come together for local music and, you know, watch us put on a show. And that night, just everything was in sync.
But it's awesome when you can come out for Harmony Park and everything, seeing people come out and really just be there to support people. That's cool to know that people got your back, you know, and that's very helpful. We had the end, we had a big picture, all the bands came up on stage and played our last song with us. That was pretty cool, so yeah, we enjoyed that.
You can't ever settle. You've always got to push yourself, and you're always capable of more. We put out our first EP, and the music that's on that EP compared to the stuff that we're writing now, it's two totally different things. And that was just kind of us starting out and just kind of following the trend. And then now we've got to see what we're really capable of, and, you know, all the styles of music that we listen to together, we've kind of brought that together and formed what we like to hear.
I won't be happy with this band until we made an album that I can sit down and be like, that is exactly what I wanted. And to see people come out and want to see that and be there for that album, you know, that I think is success.
And now, welcome to the studio, these fine gentlemen.
black vinyl got me in a haze. I'm drifting back into those glory days. They'll sing about girls and cars, sneaking into bars, drunk fist fights and battle scars. Lord, how I wish those days were mine. And they'll sing about smoking in the glory days, chasing the ones that got away. Lord, I could spend this whole damn night dreaming about the sweeter times. Oh, you got your high school sweetheart. They're breaking all the rules. They're fogging up their windows and making love without a clue. Oh, they just packed their bags. They all fell right into line. I know they say the good die young, but I didn't think they'd mean the time. They'll sing about girls and cars, sneaking into bars, drunk fist fights and battle scars. Lord, how I wish those days were mine. And they'll sing about smoking in the glory days, chasing the ones that got away. Lord, I could spend this whole damn night dreaming about the sweeter times. Lord, how I wish those days were mine. And they'll sing about smoking in the glory days, chasing the ones that got away. Lord, I could spend this whole damn night dreaming about the sweeter times, dreaming about the sweeter times. Dreaming about the sweeter time. Dreaming about the sweeter time. Dreaming about the sweeter time.
These fine gentlemen continue to entertain audiences across Indiana. Visit their website for the latest schedule of performances in your area. Learn more at thesefinegentlemen.com. Well, that's all the time that we've got for tonight. Get out there and explore the small town treasures near you. Thanks for joining us once again, These Fine Gentlemen. Good night.
Take it out of my hands, I'm trying to be a good man, but everything I'm touching is slowly fading. Everything I could be and everything I should be falls through like sand. Take me to a new day where no one really knows me. No familiar fingers are pointing my way. Gotta see it through, gotta make a new life, and nothing's in my way. All these changes I've been making, all these chances taken, got me thinking, was it ever really made? Everybody's changing, but no one really changes. Try to be the man that you've always needed. Man, I hope I'm worth it. Try to make it work out.
Production support for the weekly special is provided by IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. The Al Cobain Recognition Endowment Fund, established by friends and family of Al Cobain to support jazz initiatives on WTIU and WFIU. And WTIU members, thank you.